In the last few days, you may have seen shocking headlines. America versus Venezuela. But instead of panic, emotions, or propaganda, let's calmly understand what is actually happening. The United States and Venezuela were not always enemies. For decades, America imported large amounts of oil from Venezuela, and both countries had strong economic ties. The relationship began to deteriorate after Venezuela adopted socialist policies under President Hugo Chavez and later under Nicolás Maduro. Over time, political disagreements turned into serious diplomatic tensions. The United States accuses Venezuela's leadership of election manipulation, corruption, human rights abuses, and links to drug trafficking networks. Based on these accusations, the U.S. imposed heavy economic sanctions on Venezuela. Venezuela strongly denies these allegations. Its government argues that U.S. sanctions damaged the country's economy, caused shortages, and made life harder for ordinary citizens, not politicians. Recently, tensions escalated sharply after the United States carried out military actions targeting Venezuelan assets. The U.S. government says these actions were aimed at criminal networks and security threats. Venezuela, however, has called these actions a violation of its sovereignty and described them as military aggression. Several Latin American countries, including Brazil and Mexico, urged restraint and called for diplomacy instead of force. China and Russia criticized the United States, warning that such actions violate international law and could destabilize the region. The United Nations has also called for de-escalation and dialogue. Supporters of the U.S. approach argue that strong pressure could weaken organized crime and push Venezuela toward political reform and accountability. Critics, on the other hand, warn that this sets a dangerous precedent, where powerful countries intervene militarily without international approval, weakening global rules designed to prevent conflicts. This situation is not just about Venezuela or the United States. It raises a bigger global question. Should military power replace diplomacy and world politics? Or does this approach risk creating more instability than solutions? What do you think? Does this bring stability, or does it set a dangerous precedent?